Welcome to Complete Football, everybody. I'm here, Mustafa Janadu, also here with Warif and with Saeed and Biodun, who will be joining us shortly. This is a special episode of Complete Football coming out of Lagos, Nigeria. We also have Warif in Port Harcourt and Biodun in Abuja. So today we're going to talk about Man City. I think Man City, there's a word they call in the US to backdoor somebody. To backdoor somebody is to come in through the back door and they don't expect it. I'm pretty sure they knew they were going to get, I think they knew they were going to get Gundogan and they were anticipating because Arsenal looks like it's the best team this year, but Man City has made some changes which are very important and which I think.
Sorry, Mo, sorry,
Yeah,
Said, your camera, or you need to adjust it.
yeah,
Turn
yeah,
sideways.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah, you have to make sure it's the right way. Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened
yeah,
yesterday.
it's okay now.
Okay, so what I was saying is
oh
that Man City has made some adjustments, which makes it better for them this year. They've increased. As usual. They have good depth, and Kovacic is playing very well when Rodri's not around. And they've moved up. What's his name? De Bruyne. They moved him in far more forward. He's no longer sitting back and making passes. He's more like a supporting striker. But I think the main thing that's helped them is
Yeah.
getting Gundogan is going to help them because it adds a midfielder who can play like an 8 or a 6, and then having
Six.
Doku on the wing. So now this year you're going to see what's his name Haaland. He's going to score 40 goals this year because now he
Wow.
doesn't. Because now I think so. But you know why? Because you can't double team him anymore. Last year they were double teaming him.
Yeah.
You can't do that. What are your thoughts, Warif? Yeah.
Bringing Gundogan into Man City squad, it even creates more chance for Erling Haaland, like you said. And when your midfield is solid, the strikers, they have
Yeah.
less work to do. They're only just to wait for it for the feed up, for you to feed them with the ball. And with that, it will help what's it called Haaland to score more goals, like you said. Then also you have thank God they have good winger Doku and Foden that can drift in, make the pass to Erling Haaland. So
And
which
then
will
you have
make the
Rodri.
game more
Rodri will hold
easier.
down Rodri will make the passes and do the distribution and everything. So I think, and then Kovacic
Yeah,
has been playing so well. 1 goal. I think he had an
yeah,
assist, but he's been
it's
playing
a
very
good
well.
backup for
Rodri.
Rodri.
I even think there's sometimes when they
Yeah,
can maybe play both of them on the pitch at the same time. I don't know. Kovacic, if he's a defensive, central defensive, he's a CDM also, right? Yeah. Warif.
yeah.
Yeah, Kovacic plays the same position as Rodri. So yeah,
Yeah,
so it's going to be difficult to have them both
Rodri,
on the
yeah.
same pitch. The only problem is that their
If you have
midfield
both of them, it will cause lots of confusion in the
yeah,
squad,
yeah.
except you want to sit deep into your own
So
half,
right now,
absorb the pressure.
yeah, right now they're only using two midfielders really because they're using Silva as more like they're using Silva and De Bruyne. So they're using what is it? Three defenders, uh, two midfielders, four
For
attackers, yeah,
midfielders.
and then 1-9. Oh yeah, but the way they play their four midfielders, they're ahead of Kovacic and who's the other guy. But the point I'm making is that their midfield is kind of thin right now, because they have to move guys like De Bruyne forward. So their midfield is not as it's
Yeah.
not you won't see them holding the ball as much as they do. But also, let's quickly talk about. So they beat Ipswich 4-1, which is okay. It's a small team, but they still
4-1.
look good. And they won 2-0 against Chelsea. The only problem right now is
Yeah.
their defense. Their defense is susceptible to counterattack.
Can
And if I were
crack.
Arsenal, when Arsenal plays Man City, they shouldn't park the bus. They should try to score because Man City's defense
Come
is
out.
vulnerable. I'll go back to you, Wari, but let's go to Saeed first. What are your thoughts? Yeah.
yeah, as you guys are talking, looking at the formation they played yesterday, they
Yeah.
played 3-5-1, meaning they'll always get the ball and the
Yeah,
tactics
the way I
they are
interpreted it,
using.
yeah, go ahead. It looked different to me. It looked like they were playing.
It's 3-5-1 they played yesterday. They played
It looked like more like
according
3-2-4-1.
yeah
Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
3-2-4-1. Yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you can say that too. But it looked like 3-5-1. Yeah, because they are playing two defensive midfielder, then four attacking midfielder. That's Sabinho,
Yeah, and that's why. So it's funny
Bernardo
because
Silva,
the midfielders
Nicolas
are
Antonio.
playing as attacking midfielders rather than central midfielders. So that's
Yeah,
why I said it looks like that'll be less holding and more attack and spread. Maybe I'm wrong. Continue. Sorry.
Attacking.
Yeah.
yeah. So with the way they are played, Alan is going to score a lot of goals this season because
I think
right now he's
he may
just going
even
to
score
be there.
50. Yeah.
No even need of wasting his strength or something, trying to defend or something.
Yeah.
And which is something that Arsenal
Already
don't have
has
right now.
4.
Yeah. And if you check the Man U yesterday's game too, you see that they are missing a top 9 striker. If you have a top 9 striker,
Man
you
U
will
fans,
always
they're not
get goals.
smiling.
You will always get
Yeah,
goals.
sorry,
You
and I
always
was
get
telling
goals.
Kunle, Xerxes is too slow. He's too slow. He's a decent striker, but he's not fit and he's a little bit too slow. But they need to get this guy back. What's his name? What's his name? Who's their number 9?
Hoyland.
Hoyland is injured. Yeah.
Yeah, Hoyland, yeah. Hoyland too is trying, but he's not that. He's not a
He's not strong
prolific
enough. He's
9
not
that
he's not fit.
yeah, he's not strong
He's not
enough.
physically strong. He's not aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more like somebody who still need more strength or more energy or something.
More
So,
ego
but
Vin.
anyways,
More ego Vin.
yeah, exactly. So this is with the 2 games I've seen from Arsenal and Man City. I'm still going to tip Man City to.
Yeah, I think Man City has more depth. They have more depth. Yeah.
Imagine, do they even need Gundogan? But still, they get him. Now imagine the impact.
It's just to reinforcement.
Just
To reinforce.
serious reinforcement. Like if De Bruyne, De Bruyne is injury prone too. From last season, it affected them a little bit. If not,
but
for
also
Rodri,
they moved De Bruyne forward more, so he doesn't have to do as much work in the midfield. He's still a midfielder, but they're moving him forward. And then they have Silva. Man, this is crazy, man. These guys are good, man. They're good. They're really good. What are your thoughts, Beardon? Yeah. Welcome, Beardon.
It's going to be mad. It's going to be mad this season for them, though.
Yeah. Beardon, what are your thoughts?
Beardon is still connecting.
Oh, he's still connecting. Okay, what about, so we'll go back to Warif. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, for the Man City squad, like what the Grealish, I discovered that he's having less time to play now. That means Doku is doing well. And if care is not taking, Grealish might start looking for how to get leave Man City, because every team or every player
I think they need more time. They don't need Grealish. They don't need Grealish.
Yeah, because Doku is
doing well. I don't think they need Grealish.
If you notice, you discover that Pep has started introducing some academic boys into the senior team, which is a good one for them. So it's one of those things.
Is Doku from there?
Is on now.
Okay, I think is Doku from their academy? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I think Doku is the main. I know they have a lot of players, but bringing Doku in is fantastic because he's one of the top wingers in England now, in the English league. And it makes it easier for them to spread the defenses, and you can't do 1-to-1. I mean, you can't do 2-on-1 on Haaland anymore. But then also having what's his name moving, I think it was very good to move De Bruyne more forward because he can't play deep anymore, that type of thing.
Yeah,
but the key is still Rodri. Rodri can do so much work.
Which is good for them too, though. Which is
it's very good, yeah. So what are your thoughts, Beardon, on what we've been saying so far?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think City, if you look at the squad, they are relatively balanced, but many will argue that the departure of Julian Alvarez has left them a little bit light.
Yeah,
I know City would look at getting someone in the transfer window before the transfer market is closed.
Yeah.
But looking at the departure of certain players like Riyad Mahrez moving to the Saudi Pro League, and Cole Palmer leaving to Chelsea, that actually created a vacuum on the left-hand side of the City attack. But one of the academy products that they were quite optimistic would fill that position, which was Oscar Bob.
Oh, I saw him yesterday. I was like, who is this boy? Who is this boy? I saw him on the lineup. I said, who is he? But he played well.
Yeah, Oscar Bob. Yeah, did he play yesterday? I heard.
Oscar Bob is injured. He's another.
Oh no, there's another guy. Let me look at the lineup. You guys continue. I'll look at the lineup.
Maybe is it Savinho? Maybe Savinho you're talking about.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's Savinho. Yeah.
After the Community Shield, Oscar Bob broke his foot, and he's a very, very fantastic player. I watched the Man City Chelsea game.
The guy can do.
Yes, he can dribble. He ripped Chelsea apart during that preseason, and I was actually looking
No,
forward to what he would do.
Savio was on the right. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the no, he
Yeah,
was on the
so
Savio. Yeah.
yeah, so I think as Cole Palmer left, that's what led City's decision to sign Savio from their parents' club in La
Yeah.
Liga.
So I'm going to
Griezmann.
interrupt
So
you
they
very
got
quickly. Very quick. I'm going to interrupt, then you can go back. It just shows you that this guy, Mourinho, is adaptable. When you think he's going to do one style, he adapts based on the challenges of the team. And so this is a different Man City that we've seen from different years. Again, continue, Biadron. Yeah.
Yeah, so rightly said. I think it's just quite interesting that Oscar Bob unfortunately got injured, and now they only have Savio on the right hand side. But I know they have a lot of couple of players that can also intertwine. They have Doku and Grealish on the left. Now they have
Really.
Savio, and I'm sure they'll get
But
and
Biadron, we were saying,
someone from the academy.
once their injury problem's over, Grealish must go. They don't need Grealish anymore. What do you think?
for 100 million pounds that Man City paid for Aston Villa for Jack Grealish, I think they want to maximize. They want to get value for money. Even if they are going to sell him, they are going to sell him close to that bracket in terms of maybe 70 million pounds for the
Also,
loss margin not to be too much.
Yeah. Also, I
But
think
I know are looking at signing Ilkay Gundogan back to Man City. I don't know if the deal has been completed.
no,
but
he's back.
Gundogan
He's
is leaving
back. He played yesterday.
He
He played yesterday. He played yesterday. And the crowd was clapping. They were like, Gundogan. He came in as a reserve at the end of the game. So he's back, man. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Man City is dangerous again, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I think if they can just get an alternative striker for Haaland, just in case Haaland gets injured, I think.
And also, Foden may not get a lot of playing time this year, based on not because he's not a good player, but based on the weaknesses that Man City has. It may not be strategic for them to use Foden in a lot of games because Foden.
Like Foden is not in form.
Foden is going to play.
Yeah, he's
Foden is going to play. He's in form.
Definitely, they will play.
He's utility, but right now, Man U is kind of thin in midfield. Even though they have what's his name? They have who's the guy from Portugal? Silva. No, they have Silva and De Bruyne in midfield. Yeah, but they have those guys, but those guys are functioning more like.
They have a lot of midfielders.
No, but yeah, but
so
but what I was saying though.
They have Kovacic.
Okay, so but here's what I was saying. Right now, those guys are functioning more. So their midfielders, Silva and De Bruyne now are functioning more like supporting. Yeah, so they're not going to be holding the ball in the midfield. They're not functioning like central midfielders. So that's what I meant by their midfield is different right now because of. But they have Doku on the left, so it seems like this team is more of a breaking team, kind of like Real Madrid. But also the main thing right now. Their defense is very bad, and also it's partly because their midfield is putting too much load on they're using two central defensive midfielders, so it's putting more load on them in the middle because they're more forward, so they're liable to counterattacks. What do you think, Bjorn? Yeah, because even they gave up a goal. They gave up a goal against Ipswich.
Yeah, I think if you look at City, the way they play, the style of play, they use the box system or style of play, and you see the right back, the inverted right back move to the center of the midfield, and they just the way the players rotate and interchange position when they are in position and when they are out of position is quite interesting and quite different. So the dynamics and the role and position of each player is quite unique. And you see this happen, and this is some of how Pep has actually evolutionized or changed football dynamics going forward. And you see the likes of Klopp doing that kind of thing with Liverpool when he was coaching Liverpool, bringing Trent to the middle and creating alternative spaces for some of the center midfielders moving.
Real Madrid does that too. Real Madrid does that kind of a little bit too. Yeah. Man, this is fun.
Quite interesting.
This is fun. This is the science of football. What are your thoughts, Warif? Thank you, Bjorn. Thank you very much. Warif, any thoughts?
Before Warif.
Let Bjorn say one more thing, then we can go to Warif. Yeah.
Just before you call me Warif, I think if you look at how Thiago Motta coached, was it Bologna, Genoa last season? He converted Genoa to a 2-7-2 system, and that is the system is bringing Genoa in, bringing Juventus into coaching Juventus this season. If you watched how Juventus played in the opening game of Serie A this season, it was quite impressive. Converting they're rotating the field indirectly. The way the normal field is, this is the 2 goalposts. This is a goalpost. This is a goalpost. But it turns the field this way. So it rotates the field to be this way. So it's more like you have your goalkeeper and one defender and the
Man,
midfielders.
this is some crazy stuff, man. This is crazy. And you're only gonna hear this on Complete Football. This is crazy shit, man. Mad scientists and stuff. Even like I was telling them yesterday, like I was telling Said, even Man City, because we're saying that they're using 5 midfielders, but what I was saying is that they're using 3 defenders, 2 midfield. They're using 3-2-4-1. So they're moving their midfield a little bit more forward so that it becomes more hybrid. It's like you could be a winger, like what's his name? De Bruyne and Silva are functioning as midfielders, but also as forwards, that type of thing. What are your thoughts, Biodun? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I think that is some of what has happened in football now. The evolution of not looking at the field as in the normal conventional way.
Don't look at static or linear.
And now looking at it from a complete different aspect and different perspective. And that is
I hate to say it. It sounds like juju. It sounds like juju, to be honest, because
that's why it's quite difficult. Yeah, that's why it's quite difficult when analysts are trying to predict the system certain teams are playing. You can see on paper it looks like a 4-2-3-1, but when the game starts, you just see 2 defenders, 5 defenders, and 2 strikers.
Because they have to show the formation. They have to show the formation at the beginning of the game, but they're just showing you a snapshot. They're not showing you the whole dynamic. You're right.
Yes, the whole dynamic. So I think Warif was something.
Oh yeah, let's go to Warif. Thank you guys. This is our best show so far. We're getting better in technicality, not only in this with F1 too. Continue on, Warif. Thank you very much, Biodun.
Yeah, one thing about Pep, why I respect Pep so much is that he's a very good tactician. Sometimes you see him bring different players. Why does he bring in different players? It's because it depends on the type of opponent he's playing. By the time the game starts. If he sees that the formation is not favorable to him, he will call his players and quickly convert the formation. That's why you need to have lots of utility players in your squad.
Yeah. Can I say one more thing? So, Warif, I'm sorry to interrupt you. That shows that they have depth because they have enough players to continue changing systems. Continue.
Yeah. So when you have players that are rigid in your team, it will be very difficult for you to bring in different tactics into the game. But for somebody like Pep, if you watch any player he signs, he's a player that is a utility player. Somebody that can easily, for example, if the wing is playing, if it's not favorable to him, the opponent or the defender might not even know when he will drift to the other wing or into the midfield. And by the time he comes back, so it's just like distracting his opponent. That's the kind of play Pep brings into Man City. I just pray that by the time he leaves Man City, they will not suffer because most of the players are so used to his kind of play.
Yeah, and that means that the players also have to be disciplined because they have to do a lot of not physical training, but they have to do tactical training during training sessions. And that means you have to have a high IQ to play for their team because you have to know how to adapt and shift. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Footballers are also scholars. Those guys, I'm serious, they have to go into classrooms and read books.
No, they go to classrooms. They have to read
books. They have to read books. They have to read books. Yeah.
He's a very, very football is an IQ game, and there was one time
it's IQ.
You can think for it to be able to think fast.
Where the footballers that had the highest IQ in one football at one time. That before the ball even comes to their feet, they already know what they want to do with the ball.
Yeah.
So before the ball even arrives, they know who the ball is going to. That the IQ is very high in terms of ball distribution. You can't be a dollar to play football.
No, it's not basketball. It's not basketball.
To play European football or to play global football, you have to be. You have to involve technology. You have to involve just like innovation.
Just like Yamal. Yamal has a high IQ.
Yes. And if you see, that's why African football is falling way behind. If you look at
we're playing by also Brazilian football. Also Brazilian football.
It's not flexible.
So they're just playing based on talent and based on skills, but football has evolved beyond that. There's a lot of
that's why Brazil is losing now.
Technological advancement in the world of football. Yes, talent is good. Talent is there, is a plus. But there's also a lot of hard work and a lot of things that are going
mental work,
mental work, positioning, certain things, when to move forward, when to conserve energy, when to
And
save
then also,
energy, when
and
to
also the ability to sync with your teammates. Because now, not only must you study, you must also be connected to your teammates so that you guys understand each other. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Exactly.
So before we switch, I'm going to do one more thing, but I want to hear some thoughts. What are you thinking, Saeed? What are the thoughts on what we've been saying so far?
Yeah, Abiodun had said, like the new tactics and exactly, like the new tactics and the new
mind-breaking
ways
information.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay, so let's move on.
So,
Who's that new guy? Oh, go ahead. Do you have any? Sorry, I interrupted you, Saeed. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really much thing to say concerning that,
Oh, yeah,
because the new way. But I do feel that Man City is still going to, like, I tip them, if I even tip them to even go for that up to Champions League final, because
Yeah, Champions League is going to be difficult.
Collection of players they have right now.
Yeah, I think they're going to do better against Real Madrid, but I don't know who's going to win. I think Real Madrid is slightly favored. Real Madrid may have more talent. Yeah, they have more talent.
I'm them to get the Champions League again.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on that, Biodun, about what he just said? I agree. I think it's going to be close. I think Man City will do better in Champions League this year. What do you think, Biodun? Then we'll go to Warif. Yeah.
I think this year is the year I think Arsenal will do it in the Premier League. I think Arsenal
still win. They may still win. They may still win.
I'm an Arsenal fan, though. You can see I'm laughing. I'm laughing to that.
Take it from me.
You guys are arguing like me and Kunle now. They're arguing like me and Kunle.
The only way we can win
I'm not an Arsenal fan.
Right now,
no, he's a Chelsea fan.
Only depend on
he's a Chelsea fan. He's a Chelsea fan.
For me.
No, but I think Arsenal has a chance, but I think Man U is based on the changes they've made. I mean, Man City, based on the changes they've made.
Man U is out of it. Man U is out of it, please.
I meant Man City. I think by adding Gundogan, Man City, and they have more depth than Arsenal. Arsenal needs a forward. They need a forward. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, they need a 9. They need a number 9. Yeah, go ahead.
It's still for Man City to lose.
Okay, but Saeed, can I agree? Saeed, I want to agree with Biodun. Saeed, I want to agree with Biodun. Man City has a problem in defense, and they need to solve that problem. They have a problem in defense right now. Look at the goal they gave against. The goal they gave against Ipswich.
If you can score more goals, then you don't really need to defend
I understand what you're saying.
Make sure you outscore your opponent. So
I agree.
What are we talking about? And they have that capacity.
So guys, that's going to be the topic for our next show. Our next show is going to be the debate between Biodun and I think both of you are right. It's too close to call. But let's go to Warif. What do you think? Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't finish my thoughts, please.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Biodun. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think just to conclude, one of the reasons why I'm saying Arsenal would win the Premier League is City has won the Premier League 4 times in a row. To keep that consistency going would be heavily demanding mentally for them. I know it will take it. I know Pep Guardiola is one manager that can do it. He can push his players to the extreme. But that's why I'm telling you that this is where they will fall short. At certain points, that determination, that hunger,
mentality.
That drive, that mentality to do it again for the 5th time will not be there. That's what I'm saying. Arsenal will win.
And also, and can I say something?
The last
that one too is dead, though.
No, very quickly, Biodun. I'll let you continue.
Sorry, before you come in the last 2 seasons, let me not miss this.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Arsenal have come very close to winning the Premier League, and this season it is do or die for us. There is no excuse.
Can they handle the pressure?
I went yesterday. I said to my friends yesterday that
Biodun is freezing.
Arsenal the league title last season. So I said there was no excuse for Arsenal not beating them. I was 100% confident that Arsenal would beat Aston Villa yesterday, and they delivered. They showed that anybody who are playing in this season, the whole 38 matches, Arsenal, we are going to win all 38 matches. Let's see how Man City will win.
Biodun, unbeaten.
Can I say something? Warif, Arsenal. Let me tell you something.
I don't feel doing that, though.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Arsenal made 2 mistakes last year. They parked the bus against Man City when they should have gone for 3 points. Then the next week they lost to Then the next week they lost to Aston Villa.
But they're the only team that won
Yeah.
Man City last season.
Yeah.
1-0.
So we're gonna end, but let's talk about their new signing, Merino. Very good midfielder, but once again, they're spending money on what they don't need. They need a number 9. What do you think, Biodun? Yeah.
Yes, I think to be fair, I think Arsenal if Arsenal can just, I don't know how they want to do it. Maybe it's financial fair play that is causing them restraint, or they don't have the funding. But just imagine if Arsenal have someone like Victor Osimhen.
It'll be
Just
finished.
My brother, that is exactly what me I'm talking about.
Arsenal
And I
is
don't know why
complete.
they're not pushing for him.
Arsenal is
Yes,
Because right now it's
I
just
don't know why he doesn't want to sign a
it's just for
striker.
Chelsea to pick up.
Yeah.
Or Leipzig guy that wanted to buy Benjamin Sesko. He wanted to buy him, but all of a sudden he pulled out because Gabriel Jesus. Yes, Gabriel Jesus he's a good striker, but he's not a.
We already had him for like 2 seasons now. If he's going to
he's
do
not a
miracle,
striker. How many goals did Jesus score last season? No competition. Did Jesus score 25
He's
goals?
good. He's good at putting striker.
Exactly now.
Play behind the main
Yes, he's good at
striker.
the second option striker.
Yeah.
His best way is playing behind the main
I don't
striker.
understand.
Exactly.
I think Arsenal's they're still functioning as a profit rather than to win. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. They don't want to spend the money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You're correct. For you to win the Premier League, you must get a good striker.
Yeah, you have to have one. You have to have one. If they had Osimhen, they're definitely. It's going to be very difficult to beat them.
He's not even a good striker.
Even Ivan Toney or someone.
You need a goal machine up front. He's not even a good striker. Jesus is a good striker. You need a goal machine. You need someone that can give you 30 goals in the Premier League. That's what
they should have brought. They should have signed. I wish they could have gone if maybe if Mbappe had gone to Arsenal too, because even though he's not a number 9, he's a goal scorer though. Yeah.
Arsenal just need a goal machine, and they don't have the goal machine. That's just the only loophole they have, and that means when they are going to face a team that would be very defensive and play low.
I think now you are agreeing with me. Now you are agreeing with me that we might not imagine all these things that you are complaining now. How are we going to get the cup then if we don't have a goal machine up front?
Was lost in yesterday's match. If you watch the game again,
we can't depend on Harvard.
And let me tell you,
to be aggressive, to bully the defense and create spaces for
someone like Boniface. Someone like Boniface.
Someone like Boniface. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you need somebody who's going to bully defense. Someone that you know that in the box we will.
Because Arsenal is a finesse team. Arsenal is a finesse team. They play.
If you look at Haaland now, most people say Haaland did not play anything in some games, but his presence enough is already creating spaces for Doku, spaces for Bernardo.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at that yesterday.
But I still think Arsenal win the league though, but except if they have injuries.
You guys.
I'm hoping
that's the only team that can win it aside Man City, so I don't want Man City to win it.
You guys, this show is very good. It's going to pain Afolabi that he's not here. He's going to say, "Oh, I didn't taste this jollof rice at Moi Moi." Very good show. Give us some last thoughts on Warif. Thank you guys. Very good show. Also, Biodun, the race is starting soon, so we're going to be out the Formula One. But yeah, go ahead, Warif. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, for my last one, go to Arsenal to win the league, the Premier League this season. We need a good machine, like Biodun said, which Arteta is not looking at that area. So if he does not have a good machine, it might still repeat like last season. Leave Man City, then Arsenal. So for Arsenal to win the league, we need a good machine.
I agree. Thank you very much. Any last words, Saeed?
Yeah, as you said, we need a goal machine for Arsenal, and for me, I'm still tipping Man City to win the Premiership again. I'm even tipping Man City for Champions League final. I don't know if they're going to take it, but at least
I think it's close. It's very close.
They have that caliber of players to take them that far, that much. Because look at the bench, look at the starting lineup. So, and that's something we Arsenal we lack. Fine. Those are our top 11 now. They are playing with, apart from Trossard, which is a super sub. Which other super sub do we have?
Yeah, you're right.
That's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies.
Good one. So Biodun, in 1 minute, give us your thoughts, then you can close us out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think deep down with me, as a core diehard Chelsea fan, I don't want Man City to win the league again. Is enough. 4 is enough for us. We need a
Same
new
That's
here.
why
guy.
Yeah,
you're saying
exactly.
Arsenal will
Same
win.
here.
For the
That's why
Me
he's
too,
Champions
I'm
saying
not
League,
waiting
I
for
Arsenal
know
will
that,
what
win.
but we have to face
I know
facts. We
what
have to
Chelsea
face facts.
struggled. I know as a Chelsea fan, I know what we struggled to win our 2 Champions League. They have won one. They should not win this next one. Real Madrid
Yeah.
should win it on our.
What's your prediction today for Chelsea game? Abiodun?
If Wolves win us, I will not be surprised. Oh. See, this season we're in the hands
Ah,
of God now.
Yeah, I'm telling
We're in the
you,
1-1.
hands of God.
Chelsea
Oh.
can
1-1. 1-1. 1-1.
But I think Chelsea
okay.
will win 2-1.
Anyway,
I think Chelsea will win 2-1. But
Okay.
I'm not optimistic.
So Biodun, take us out. Thank you very much, guys. Take us out, Biodun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think thank you guys for watching Complete Football today. It's been a great show. Great to have Mustafa, Warif, and Said on this call. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video so we'll respond to you and get some of the feedback from you. Love you guys. Cheers.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
God love you. God loves Nigeria. Good night, guys. Okay.